These are my Night 1 WrestleMania predictions. Make sure to leave your predictions in the comments below, and let's get into it. So Seth fucking Rollins is having a match against, we all presume, Cody Rhodes. But I have heard rumours across the internet, and I'm going to give my prediction on this. That could either be the Boogeyman, because he's been spotted in the gym in Dallas, Texas. It could be Bray Wyatt, who's apparently in Dallas, Texas for WrestleMania. Or it could be, after last night's Hall of Fame, The Undertaker. I personally believe Seth's opponent is The Undertaker. I'm being a spoilsport here by not saying it's Cody Rhodes. Everyone wants Cody Rhodes. It's been rumoured for weeks. Chris Jericho even said it on his podcast that Cody Rhodes has pretty much signed to WWE since leaving AEW. His name's been dropped for weeks throughout Raw and SmackDown. I want him to come back, but I don't think it's going to happen. I think it'll be The Undertaker. But Cody may come back, but I'm thinking it's going to be The Undertaker. So it's Seth, in my opinion, Seth versus The Undertaker, and The Undertaker mops the floor with Seth in about 5 minutes. Charlotte Flair versus Ronda Rousey for the WWE SmackDown Women's Championship. This match, I'm going to go for a new champion. I'm going to go for Ronda Rousey. She's had the great build coming in at Royal Rumble. It'd been rumoured before that by Dave Meltzer that she was coming back at Royal Rumble, and it finally happened. It came back at Royal Rumble. I popped hard on stream. If you don't know, if you didn't see the Royal Rumble stream, I'll leave a card to it up there. If anyone doesn't know my opinion on Charlotte Flair, I absolutely despise her, and I'll give you a fact about Charlotte Flair. 2015, she debuted in WWE and has won 16 world titles. In comparison, John Cena has been in WWE since 2005 and has won 16 world titles. You can see the difference in the time frame because Charlotte has had an influence from her dad. It's her name. That's why she's getting so many title wins in WWE. Personally, I believe that from her dad. So I'm thinking Ronda Rousey will win this match. I'm hoping for a good, decent match. It's not the main event of Night 1, but I'm looking forward to it nonetheless. I'm looking forward to Ronda Rousey hopefully mopping the floor with Charlotte Flair on Night 1. Tag team match nobody wanted. New Day versus Sheamus and Rich Holland with Butch, who is, what's his name, Pete Dunne from NXT UK, NXT, former UK champion. It's the worst creative WWE I've ever seen. New Day, Xavier Woods coming back from an injury. Kofi Kingston, who's been around for I don't know how many years in WWE, 2009 or something, and has pretty much had one push for a world title, Mania 35. Probably won't see it again because that's what happens, and he lost the title against Brock in 3 seconds on SmackDown premiere, which pissed me off. New Day's gonna win this. Rich Holland and Sheamus will lose. That's my prediction. The Usos versus Shinsuke Nakamura and Rick Boogs. Now these two, Shinsuke and Boogs, have been working with some kind of lemonade guy and from Lemonade Ice Bath or something for training. Usos, now the bloodline gimmick has been going on for far too long, in my opinion. You'll see my prediction on tomorrow's video for Roman Reigns, why I have a slagging doubt Roman will not lose that title, and I'll tell you why in tomorrow's video. The Usos, so that's a reason to stick around. So the Usos, I think, may lose the title. Now we've seen something like this happen before. Mania 35, okay, it was the women, but the Iconics won the tag team titles in a tag team turmoil match. No one predicted it to happen. So I'm thinking this along the same lines. You look at Shinsuke Nakamura, you look at Rick Boogs, okay, Nakamura, former Intercontinental Champion. Rick Boogs, just a no one with a guitar going Nakamura, all that shit. Usos, very powerful, been in WWE's a long time. They're the longest tag team champions that are in SmackDown history. They're the best tag team wrestlers that have to offer in WWE pretty much today. But I personally believe we could see a shocking win here for Shinsuke Nakamura and Rick Boogs. I just have that feeling. Drew McIntyre versus Happy Corbin with Madcap Moss, who, and to my annoyance, has won the Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal. Probably to everyone on Twitter I have read, everyone hates this idea. They've ruined the Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal of how credible and how prestigious the trophy was. Previous winners, Cesaro, Big Show, Braun Strowman, okay, Mojo Rawley that year that no one really cared about, Matt Hardy, all these are credible winners. Madcap Moss, okay, he's been in the company for a short while. Does he deserve an Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal? Some may say, win, some may say yes, some may say no. Drew's against Happy Corbin. If Drew doesn't mop the floor with Happy Corbin, then I have some very serious doubts about WWE's creative. Drew McIntyre went from a very, very good main card wrestler challenging for the title every pay-per-view to now working mid-card, undercard matches against jobbers like Happy Corbin. Okay, Happy Corbin, former Andre the Giant Memorial winner, and well, former King of the Ring. Okay, he's got some credibility, Happy Corbin, but these two wrestlers don't really deserve to be in the mid-card. Drew McIntyre should win this match against Happy Corbin. It's a little bit of revenge here from what he did, broking something in his throat back at Royal Rumble. Drew McIntyre shouldn't pop the floor by Happy Corbin. If not, I have doubts about creative. The first father and son tag team champions, Rey Mysterio, Dominic Mysterio versus Miz, and Logan Paul. Logan Paul, who was at Mania last year, which was to everyone's annoyance, decided to jump ship to WWE last year and get stunned by Kevin Owens, which everyone loved and popped hard for. This year he's teaming with The Miz in a match against Rey Mysterio and Dominic Mysterio. I'm kind of hyped for this match, not gonna lie. I've seen some stuff from Logan Paul. Okay, his collar and elbow tie-up might not be very good, but his frog splash that we see in his sparring or training with The Miz looked picture perfect. The technique was fine. He landed comfortably. He had good form. I mean, Logan, he's an athlete, you know, he's got good cardio, so I'm looking forward to seeing what Logan can do in the ring. Dominic Mysterio, I mean, seeing all the storyline with Dominic, you know, from a young age, looking up to Rey Mysterio, his father, as a wrestler, as a credible wrestler, and Rey thinking that Dominic should earn the luchador mask. That's lucha libre, that's how you get your mask. Dominic, he's a good wrestler. It's got good hype going in this match. I mean, the creators been very good, you know, Miz taking Rey's mask and then Rey getting the mask back of Logan Paul and all that carry on. I'm looking forward to this match, but I'm slagging doubt in my head to think Miz and Logan Paul's going to win this because it's WWE booking, so I'm thinking Miz, Logan Paul wins the match. And finally, Becky Lynch versus Bianca Belair for the Raw Women's Championship. Now, Bianca won the title last year's WrestleMania. Becky came back from pregnancy. She didn't lose the title, she relinquished the title, so she retained the title in a squash match against Bianca at SummerSlam, which everyone hated. It was the wrong decision. I mean, it was good for her to return, but then go straight into a squash match with Bianca, who's a credible champion and had a good run at the time. Why? And then Becky's had this title for a long time, since SummerSlam, so that's August, that's November, 6-7 months. So I think Bianca might win the title, but I've got again, my mind is always a slag nagging doubt that Becky will retain the title, but then I'm starting to think about build up to the next pay-per-views coming up. We've got Money in the Bank coming up, we've got Hell in a Cell in June for some reason. I hate the idea of Hell in a Cell in June. People think that Becky's a heel or Becky's a face. I find Becky is a face because I like Becky Lynch. She's my favourite. I love Becky Lynch. She's a good wrestler. She's from Ireland, so she's local to UK. Becky, I want her to retain the title. I'm going to say that I want her to retain the title because I love Becky Lynch. I love what she does. I love the 2 times Becky Lynch gimmick. But Bianca Belair is also a credible champion. We've seen it before. She's got good athleticism. She's very strong. Good in-ring quality from her. So these are both credible champions, but I still have that thing that she won't win that title. I have that nagging doubt. So I think Becky Lynch is going to retain the title this time round, and we can see it's some future pay-per-view if something changes in the future. But I think Becky will retain this title. Let me know your WrestleMania predictions for Night 1 in the comments below. Thanks for watching, subscribe if you're new, and I'll see you tomorrow for Night 2 predictions. And we're doing a live stream for WrestleMania. Be there or be square. I'll see you later. Be October. That's right. That's the pay-per-view. October. Hell in a Cell. Halloween. Come on. Becky Lynch. Now people think that Becky's a heel or Becky's a face. I find Becky is a face because I like Becky Lynch. She's my favourite. I love Becky Lynch. She's a good wrestler. She's from Ireland, so she's local to UK. Becky, I want her to retain the title. I'm going to say that I want her to retain the title because I love Becky Lynch. I love what she does. I love the 2 times Becky Lynch gimmick. But Bianca Belair is also a credible champion. We've seen it before. She's got good athleticism. She's very strong. Good in-ring quality from her. So these are both credible champions, but I still have that thing that she won't win that title. I have that nagging doubt. So I think Becky Lynch is going to retain the title this time round, and we can see it's some future pay-per-view if something changes in the future. But I think Becky will retain this title. Let me know your WrestleMania predictions for night 1 in the comments below. Thanks for watching. Subscribe if you're new, and I'll see you tomorrow for night 2 predictions. And we're doing a live stream for WrestleMania. Be there or be square. I'll see you later.